Hello. I apologize for the vibration of the camera, but I couldn't help myself. I wanted to make a small video about this. Um, the topic of conversation is the Calgary Arena deal. Um, I find this to be extremely, how shall I put it? It's unnecessary in a way. A lot of Calgarians I've seen in polling, at least, seem to be in favor of this deal. What I find odd is that people seem to forget this council has not been very responsible with money. And I can make an exception maybe with Jeremy Farkas and to some extent Sean Chu. But that's generalizing only. I'm saying that council, generally speaking, has not been very careful with money and definitely has been very flamboyant in their expenditures. Now, this Calgary Flames arena is completely redundant to me at this point. Maybe some of you remember, if you look back, there has been construction, a significant amount of construction and upgrading done to the Saddle Dome itself that nobody talks about, like a brand new roof, for example. I worked on Scotsman Hill for many years, at least enough to observe what's going on in front of me, and there was definitely a significant amount of construction done. Upgrades made to the entire roof structure. A brand new roof was put on that building. Not even that long ago, less than 5 years ago, I recall the construction. So what I'm saying is, they're saying that this arena will cost $275 million. I don't buy that. I don't think that they're going to abide by, the rigidity of such a structure. There'll be additional costs for sure, that unforeseen costs, and who knows how long it's going to take before this thing is actually built. Now, my other point that I want to raise is that City Council seems to be in a rush to get this thing, rather, should I say, the Monday night deadline, which is tomorrow, for Calgarians to get their opinion out and to try to voice their opinion, or if they're for or opposed it, whatever. I am opposed to it. I find it very convenient that they're not leaving more time for this, because that seems to be counterproductive to the issue. Why would you not want citizens to, voice their opinion on the matter? In addition, I just read on this next tab on the CBC, I believe it is. No, it's not the CBC. Hang on. I just read it. Yes. So it says right here on the CBC, and here's Farkas. He put in a little aside here. I think he's also in opposition to the idea of that arena going up, but I can't say for sure. What I do know is he's definitely in favor for extending the time. More time is needed. That's the point he's trying to make. Here it is. Mayor Naheed Nenshi says that while he doesn't completely see a need for the extension, he's not against it if council agrees. Which, if you're reading between the lines, he's definitely not in favor of extending it. Because, in action at least, he's not doing anything to try to extend the time at all. He's saying, okay, well, if council agrees to this, then I'll agree, and so on. That's a polite way of saying, I'm not really in favor of giving you more time. If council agrees and I have no choice, I'll do it. Fine. So, as always, Nenshi is trying to restrict the time limits on things. And what does he lose by giving another week at least to Calgarians? Nothing. He can dispute, the validity of that argument all he wants, but you can be, you don't lose anything. It's a week. What's the problem? So that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of surrounding most of his projects, I can say, recently, the Olympic bit, Like, he fought tooth and nail to prevent that from happening, and even wasted I don't know if it was $10 or $20 million just on the actual referendum, the just for the process of sending it out to Calgarians to get their opinion about whether to approve the Olympic, let's call it the Olympic project for Calgary. And the other thing is that we didn't even have confirmation that Calgary was going to be approved for the Olympic, to be the city to host the Olympic Games. We didn't even have approval. We were under consideration. So this is the point I'm trying to make. I've been trying to contact Evan Woolley through the City of Calgary website. Here, no, it's not here. Here it is. As you can see, City of Calgary Ward 8, Evan Woolley. And I used this exact same process to contact Jeremy Farkas, and I got through fine. I'm trying to contact Evan Woolley. This error occurs. Now, I don't know why, but I've been trying since last night, and I'm still not able to get through to him. But I'm able to get through to Farkas, so I don't understand. This is an unusual problem with the infrastructure of this city. And what I mean by that is you should be able to contact your alderman no matter what, on any problem. And you can't. I can't. I'm not able to do it. So I find it extremely strange considering the deadline is tomorrow. And I just don't get why I can't contact my alderman. So I'm going to go to his office and launch my complaint directly and make sure he's got my opinion, because this is unacceptable. We are not in financial in a financial position in which we can actually approve this deal and say, this has to be done no matter what. Like, this is nonsense. We could postpone this project for another 3 or 4 years and see if we can get our finances back in order first. Like, try to balance the budget, for example, instead of running a huge deficit like always. Like, I find it very, very disturbing that this government doesn't feel the need to even give citizens another week of time. So that's my 5 cents. I feel very, very disturbed by the actions of this council. And, in the beginning I was thinking that, maybe it's not that big a priority for them at all. But at least with Farkas, there is some, I want to extend a deal to Calgarians, like where we can have a little bit more time. That's not an unreasonable request. So I think it should at least be delayed longer. As I said, the deadline's tomorrow. I'm going to do my best to make sure I can launch my opposition to this idea at least today, if not tomorrow. And so I thank you for your time. Let me know in the comments section if you feel the same. But I really believe that this arena deal is not the appropriate way to proceed at this time. We just don't have the funds, and we shouldn't spend the funds on it, given the fact that we've already upgraded and tried to update our Saddle Dome, which is an iconic figure of Calgary, a historic figure. It's an icon of our city, and we should continue using it. So, thank you for your time. Take good care. Bye-bye.